So when they say to you, let me see if I can find the video, just to show you how they fool you, you know, how people, they are naive, and how, I mean, the ones who came with this is the Muhammadan. I challenge any Muhammadan to show me how nice they are to Africa and their borders. Go and see how they treat African in Morocco, in Tunisia, in Iraq. Just to let you know, by the way, in Iraq, there was one day a revolution. It's called Revolution of El Zanj. Zanj is just a classic Arabic word. I don't want to use the word, but it's like when you say the N word, you know, in English. But how, what the black people are doing in Iraq, in Al-Basra, what they have to do, what they are African. They captured tens of thousands, to the point the black people in Iraq, they became more population than the white people in Iraq. And when the black people, they decide to make a revolution, they killed them all. We have almost zero black people in the heart of the Middle East. Why? Because they killed them all. Let me try to find you something in English about it. Yeah, maybe we found here something. Number one, people who capture, enslave, sell, buy black, it was the Arab, my people. The article here is written by a Muslim, not me. The Arab white people don't work. They don't work. They don't do farming. Do you remember the hadith where Muhammad, he said, if this equipment enter a house, will bring humiliation? So what those people, they did, they captured tens of thousands of black African and they brought them to Al-Basra to do farming for them. And when one day their population became so big and they decide to take matter into their hand to get their freedom back, they killed them all. If you ask yourself how many black there exist right now in Iraq, the answer is zero. You see, in America, they brought black as a slave, which is unjust and filthy act of the white people. But they bought them from the Muslim Arab. All North Africa, this is their business. The white Muslims, they capture the black African from the heart of Africa. They sell them to Europe. From Europe, they come to USA. However, we have a population of 10% of African American in USA. And not long time ago, the president was black. What happened to the black people in the Middle East? They are gone. And if you search about racism, I never saw racist, by the way, as much as Middle Eastern. Not only against black people. Don't feel bad about just being racist against you. They are racist about everything. Moroccan hate Algerian hate Morocco, Lebanese look down at the Egyptian look down at the Sudani look down at Mauritania. I mean, the whole it's a disaster. It's a society of garbage. We live, we grow up, and we've been taught to be racist. I remember a guy, he is a Lebanese. He married a Filipina. Man, you should see, his family will not talk to him. He will not allow to be in the house no more. What happened? Oh, she is a Filipina. Extremely racist. And I find it very funny when they speak about racism. Why? Because they stop them in the border. But if I was there, I would do the same. You see, the refugee, the act of refugee was given, or the status of refugee was given to Ukrainian. Anyone else have to go back home. You have a home, you don't have a war. So when they speak about racism in Poland, and they say, and look at this is Al Jazeera TV talking about it. Imagine the scam of Al Jazeera TV. Why you don't take them to Qatar? Let us see what Qatar are doing to black African or to Asian. They put them in boxes to build their stadiums. And hundreds of people die because they don't care for those poor African or Asian in Qatar. But this is Al Jazeera TV speaking about racism in Poland. The reality is, when you go in a border and there is no order from the government to take anyone except the one their homes is destroyed. Those are the Ukrainian. You are a refugee, or you are just escaping Ukraine. You have a home, so go back to your home. So your government, they should contact the Polish embassy, and actually this is what the Polish they do. They contact, they take your passport. They take numbers of passports who are, let us say, from Morocco. The Moroccan government, just yesterday, they send an airplane and they carry a bunch of students that are from Morocco. Go home. Those people, they want to take advantage of the war and they want to go and live in Europe. That is the story. This is not about racism. All of us, we knew that when Muslims, they go to Europe. When the last time you see African, Muslim or non-Muslims, going to Saudi Arabia seeking refugee? Isn't it Saudi a rich country? When the last time the Saudi, the Emirati, the Qatari, the Bahraini, even the Turkish, they took a black African as refugee? Zero. That is the truth. The one who take the refugee, specifically the black, is Europe. Every month, tens of thousands of Africans enter into Europe as refugee. Every month. If you go right now and check when the last time an African, he got refugee asylum status in Saudi Arabia. Do you see the hypocrisy? And even when the filthy Erdogan, he accepted the Syrian, who they are white and they are blonde. To enter into Turkey, he took only the rich ones. All the poor ones, they put them out of the border. They did not even let them enter the borders. And until now, they are sleeping in their tents. And not only that, Erdogan, he make living from those refugees. Every day he threats Europe, if you don't give me a few $1 billion, I'm out of money, I'm going to open my borders, they will come to you. It's a fact. So don't be a fool. Why the Prince of Qatar don't invite them? Do he have the money? Why Syrian refugee, 2 million, they went to Germany, they are racist. Why you don't go to your Muslim brothers? They are next door. Why you want to go to Germany? Oh, because they are racist, okay? They are racist. They give us a free school. They give us a free apartment. They give us a free food. They give us a free medication. They give us everything. They are racist. I mean, do you see how racist it is? Hey, by the way, European, I want to be a refugee. I want to take advantage of your stupidity. Sorry to say, I mean, the Europeans are being stupid, really. Because it doesn't matter, really, how good you do for those people, they will complain. They will complain. You are not good. You feed them, you dress them, you send them to schools, you are racist. You are. I'm sick of being an American citizen. I want a free apartment. I want free food. I want to go to school. And don't forget, I want a free Netflix. They are racist. They are racist. But all the world is coming to the racist. They are racist, brother. Yeah. You know, when Obama became a president, for the first time ever, the Saudi Arabia announced a black African imam in the Kaaba. They put him there for 2 weeks because people start complaining. People are criticizing Putin for invading Ukraine and went to defend, support Ukraine. But why not Africa? I don't understand, Mr. Cloud. You know, when you make a sentence, Mr. Cloud, don't make your cloud sentence, or don't make a cloud as sentence. What do you mean support Africa? What does that mean exactly? What do you mean? What exactly that mean? Anyone understand? Actually, nobody support African as much as European Union. That is the truth. There's many countries, all their budget is coming from Europe as assistant. For farming, for seed, for, you know, like anything have to do with supporting. Even your vaccine was a gift. Billions of dollars. And remember, I'm not a European. But people are really silly. It doesn't matter what those people do. We will not like them. They are racist. You know, for me, as an Arab, I'm so proud not to be a racist. You know? We are not racist at all. And this is why the Quran said that in the day of judgment, Allah will make all believers very white. Look how nice, brother. Look how nice. When somebody, he is a Muhammadan and he speak and he claim that he is not racist and he is against racism, when his God himself is the one who promote racism and he promised only white people will enter heaven. Is that Quran? Or this is the brother? Trump is racist. He said America first. But America is Asian, is black, is white, even me. Believe it or not, I'm American. I don't know how they gave me the passport, by the way. The guy, like he said, put your hand up. I said, which hand? He said, doesn't matter. It took me 2 hours to figure it out. Because he said, what's matter? And I was looking at them, which one is what's matter? You know, my English is not good, you know? So when the judge, he said, put your hand up, and I said, which one? He said, it doesn't matter. And I look at the first one, the left one. Is it this one doesn't matter? Or the right one? The judge, he was losing his patience. He said, put your hand up. We have to take the oath. I said, but which hand? He said, I told you it doesn't matter. And until now, by the way, I'm confused about which hand is the one called doesn't matter in English. Yet they gave me citizenship. You see how racist they are? Why they gave a citizenship to an Arab? Because they are racist. Absolutely. Very racist. Anyway, after they give me the citizenship, you know, they told me, what do you like? What, can you express your feeling? I said, yes, death to America. The judge, he said, what? I said, yes, death to America. What the heck? We just gave him the citizenship. Death to who? Death to America. Okay? But, yeah. You know what I learned about people? They are hypocrite, cowards, dummies. They come to countries, they die to come to those countries. When they come there, they spit at the country. And this is not only, by the way, about Muslims only. This is even Middle Eastern Christian. You sit between Middle Eastern Christians, like, you know, they are sitting in a restaurant, every one of them driving like Mercedes-Benz or a Porsche, and then he start, man, this country is messed up, man. You know, man, I was living like a king in Jordan, man. The other guy, he says, man, in Iraq, I was really so happy there, brother. And I was looking at those idiot liars, and I said to them, well, as long as you were kings there, why are you coming here to wash dishes? Go back. But anyway, we answer about that. There's no such a thing about called racism. Actually, Ukrainian are the most friendly people ever. You go, you can open a business. You are black, even Turkish. Go and find Turkish everywhere in the street. Opening business, restaurant. Arab, Middle Eastern. This is a very friendly country. They are the last one to be called racist. The same time, in Poland, when you arrive to the border, police are not allowed to let you get in because the order is to get Ukrainian refugee status, not you. You are, most of them, those are students trying away from schools. Ukraine have the biggest university in the world. The city of Kharkiv, which I was in just last summer, is nothing but a university. I mean, the majority of people there are students. And they are coming from around the world. You see how much racist they are? If they are racist, nobody will go there. Because the second day you will go there, you will get disgusted. So when you go and run to the borders and the order from European Union that Ukrainian will be given refugee status, you are not a Ukrainian. That means it doesn't matter who you are. They have to stop you in the border. They contact your embassy. They take your name. They tell them we have a citizen of yours. Send somebody to do something to help them to go back home. As simple as that. If your country don't care for you, that means your country is the racist, not them. Do you understand? City of Kharkiv will fail tomorrow. My friend, even if Putin, even if all of Ukraine been taken today, not tomorrow, Putin, he lost. Because every single Ukrainian will remember forever what this filthy man he did. There's many armies, they conquer many countries. Armies will go, people will stay. Just remember that. So he can come, he can force a new president, he can put a new, etc. And now he have bigger responsibility because if he conquer, he have to rebuild what he destroyed. So it's going to cost the Russian extremely more. He's in trouble, actually. The more he destroyed, the more he have to spend. In order to establish a government, support you, well, you have to support that government. So Putin, he is a piece of shit. He put himself in a shit and he do not know how to get out of it. Conquering a country will not help you. The question is for how long you can stay. And now the sanctions will not be left. Maybe for 10 years. Maybe for 20. Did you see people lining up in the street, in the subway in Moscow? because their credit card doesn't work no more. Did you see that in one day they lost more than 40% of the value of the money? Imagine, or 30, some people they say 30, some they say 40, I don't know what it is. However, let us say you have $100,000 in the bank. Second day, you have 70. So what Putin does, or he did, will never be considered a victory by the Russian people. Because victory have many sides. It's not only you take over a land. The question is, what is the impact on your economy? What the impact on the people? Does it help? Does it do better? Is the country now better? Is the country now more secure? No. NATO now is making more weapon. Germany, for the first time after the Second World War II, they decide to increase the volume of their army 100%. They decide just in one day to spend $100 billion for weapon immediately. And to put 2% increase into there from the GDP into making weapon and the army. And you know, Germany 2% is like 100% of Indonesia. This is Germany. 2% is a lot of money. So what the stupid Putin now, he did, he woke up all of Europe and they are going to be armed to their teeth. There's nobody support Putin no more in Ukraine. You see, when I went to Ukraine, in the city of Kharkiv, the one we are talking about, there's a lot of people support. They love Russia. You know, they are connected to Russia. So this is telling you that Ukrainians are not racist. But you will notice that this city specifically is fighting like hell against Putin now. Which means he has zero support in the ground.
Today I'm taking his...
What he thought is going to be, let us say, a nice, easy journey. There's people who support us there. You know, they will just welcome us. They will throw rice at our trucks. They will welcome the soldiers. What happened is totally the opposite.
Attacks on civil.
What happened is totally the opposite. People losing their houses, people losing their life. I mean, the guy is burning everything to make victory. But this victory is victory of a blood and barbaric and savagery. This is not a victory. Putin, he lost. Because if you are a Ukrainian child and you see this, you see all days is over. Like, you know, I can tell you what the Turkish did to the Armenian 100 years ago, how they slaughtered everybody. We have a few pictures and they are awful. Now we have high quality videos. Those will be playing in the history of Ukraine for centuries and centuries to come. Everybody will remember. So if I am a Ukrainian who like Russia, and I see Russian doing this to my country, how am I going to like Russia anymore? Jargo saying, nothing of what you said is true. You cheer the devil's side. Oh, Jargo, you know what? You are right. I heard the Ukrainian army is destroying Moscow as we speak. And I heard that those videos are not coming from Ukraine. In fact, it is in Russia. The Ukrainian army is invading Russian land, brother, and killing Russian by millions. And not only that, the evil Ukrainian president, he threatened Putin, the nice guy, with nukes. Can you believe it, brother? You threat with nukes how evil you are. So Jorgo, I don't know from which a-hole you came from, my friend, but you still smell bad, and people are laughing at your comment. And by the way, a-hole doesn't mean anus, or don't take me wrong. I mean a Quran hole, just to let you know. They invade their land, and hold on, you see? If you ask this guy Jargo, he's accusing the Ukrainian to be fascist. Hey, Jargo, can you tell us why they are fascist according to your opinion? Jargo, can you tell us why they are fascist? What the word fascist mean? I want your help. As long you are against fascism, what the word fascist mean? Can you please help us? What fascist mean? Oh, do you know that Ukrainian, now they want to speak only Ukrainian? Are you kidding me? They must be fascist. But why you force them to speak Russian for the last 200, 300 years? So when they force their own language, they are fascist. When you force your language on them, you are not fascist. Guys, do you see the hypocrisy of those people? So when those people decide to speak their language, they are fascist, they are Nazi. What the heck? Ukrainian want to speak Ukrainian? That is disgusting. We should not allow Ukrainian to speak Ukrainian. They should speak only Russian. Because if you speak Ukrainian, you are fascist. You are Nazi. Hold on. We have here another guy. His name is Marco. How are you doing, Marco? Okay, thank you very much for giving me a grade. Look what Marco he did. Marco, he said, you sound stupid, ZB. Who threw first atomic bomb since WWWLL? American infected conflict costed 40 million people lives, Korea, Vietnam, Yugoslavia, Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, blah, 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 blah. Let us blame the Jews. My friend, all those conflict will not even cover how many people killed by the Soviet Union Communist Party, which was the party of Putin. He was a KGB. Stalin used to kill every morning at least 5,000 people. And when they bring him the paper to say, we have less than 5,000 to execute, he says, why? You are not doing a good job then. They took a Christian from churches and they burned them alive. Now we go to the conflict you are talking about. The first atomic bomb. Well, if not that bomb, we will be fighting until now. It was that bomb who stopped the war. That is the truth. Secondly, they are in war. Does it matter really what bomb you use? The whole nation is going to be destroyed. Either us or them. And just your Putin, he just mentioned that he want to use it. So if you think that the fascist and the coward is the one who use nuclear bombs, why your Putin is buying and preparing more of them? Is that because he's a good guy? According to your logic, the one who is a bad guy, he will use nukes. I think Putin, he make them just to decorate the Christmas tree. He will not use them. He just mentioned last week he would use them. But he don't want to use them, my friend. He is just a peacemaker person. Secondly, you said 40 million people, their lives lost in Korea. I don't know where you got those numbers. but I will go with you. But in case of Korea, in case you do not know, the West was fighting with Korean against other Korean. So you are a stupid idiot. And this is why Korea now, it was two pieces. Isn't it you who joined the army, who invade Germany, and then there is become East Germany and West Germany? About Serbia, question, where was the coward Putin when the American were bombing Serbia? And I agree, the filthy criminal, war criminal, Clinton, he did that. But where was Putin the brave? He was hiding in his hole. Just a few months ago, the Turkish and Azerbaijan, they attack Armenia. According to what? Why they are attacking them? Why Turkish is going there? Putin, just because he's buying tomato from you from Turkey, and they are buying the S-400 from him. He watched the massacre and Armenia were slaughtered. How come Putin did not see that this is a conflict should not happen? He took the side of the Azerbaijan. And the foreign minister of Putin is Armenian. And most of the most important weapon in Soviet Union or Russia is made by Armenian. Putin, he sold you, my friend. Somebody saying, you know, we are trying to share the comment of everybody, especially, or maybe they are not stupid, but maybe they are being, I don't know, sarcastic, I don't know. Look what this guy said. Was he, which one is you? The one first was he or the second was he? I will take both of you. Isn't it Ukraine was part of USSR when Stalin was in power? So what the problem if Putin want to bring back power to Russia and bring them back to USSR? Well, you know what? It was part of USSR, many countries, and that's mean that Putin is going to invade them all, and anyone he say no to him, he will kill him. What's the problem? So you became part of USSR because the people did not vote for you, my friend. You occupy their land and you make USSR. Did you make elections? Say, hey, who wanna choose me? What's wrong with people? And as long Putin, he want to get back what belonged to USSR, well, isn't Alaska used to be bad, you know, belonged to Russia not long time ago? Come on, take it. Or you go only after the weak one because you are a son of Muta and you are a coward. Where was the power and the nukes of Putin when the American was bombing Belgrade? Where was the power of Putin when the Armenians were slaughtered? My friend, sometimes bad things happen for a good reason. And I believe whatever happened now will make Ukrainian strong like steel. You know, when you make steel, you have to burn the iron. You have to extremely heat the iron. It's not just burn it. Today Ukrainian is not the same as yesterday Ukrainian. Russia, they will destroy, Russia will control, Russia will take over Kiev, but that is not victory. All occupation will take their tail between their legs and leave, no matter what. No matter what. And then, when you leave, It doesn't matter how long it's going to take. You will leave like a dog. As simple as that. Right now, what Putin he did, he united all Ukrainians, including those who support Russia, against anyone to intervene in their country. Not only that, they got the support they never imagined to have. They were dreaming to join European Union, and those Europeans, they don't want them because they bring a lot of trouble, and they are not qualified. You see, in the European Union, they put conditions like, justice, system, banking system, education system, blah 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 system, election system. So you have to reach a point. You send the application, then they will assist you to increase, let us say, the qualification of the government to be ready to join European Union. Now all of these things will pass without even looking at the reason to refuse. I heard yesterday the rat Erdogan, he is saying, why you don't treat us like Ukrainians? See what Putin he did? Ukrainian now is treated especially different. So I believe no matter what, is it time for Ukraine to fight back on Russia? What you see is not about it's time or not, it's about can they? Obviously they cannot. They don't have the support, they don't have the equipment, they don't have anyone to do that. And not only that, actually, I just, it's confirmed to me that American will not allow anyone to go volunteer to help, Ukrainian in their war. The coward Biden, he don't want anything to do with the American to be involved. So the guy, he don't even remember if the Ukrainian are Ukrainian or Iranian. I don't know if you heard his speech yesterday. So Ukrainian, they have to do whatever they need to do. If they can go and invade inside Russia, like by a guerrilla group, attacking army facility. And I'm against attacking anything to do with civilian, because I believe Russians don't deserve to be killed, the same as I believe that Ukrainians should not be killed too. I don't want any Russian civilian to get hurt. Actually, I don't want even Russian soldier to get hurt. But this filthy Putin, he brought things into this. When you defend your country, you have the right to do anything to protect your country. In Lebanon, when the Mohammedan, they invade the Christian territories, those Christians, they are spoiled. Many of them at that time, they have long hair. Men, they go to party. They are like more westernized, like, it was the time where, especially music, and, Lebanon was like Paris, even more. But in less than 2 months, the same people who knows nothing but spoiled life became the most aggressive fighters ever. And for all the years, the Muslim could not invade 1 meter inside the Christian territory in Lebanon. Hezbollah used to send thousands and thousands in each attack, and they could not even pass through. And this is what will happen now in Ukraine. People will be stronger, more expert in war, and they will learn different way to defend themselves. When there's occupation, there's different way. When you are not under occupation, there's different way. Mr. Jeffrey, we are not here to support the NATO. Putin, he have his own NATO too. This is what he is trying to do. He is trying to build his own NATO. He wants Ukraine part of his command. He wants Belarus to be part of his command. He wants Kazakhstan. This is why, and anyone try to revolt against a government, he sent his troops right away to oppress the people. It's just a few weeks ago, we saw what happened in Kazakhstan. The difference between the Western NATO, they don't force you to join the NATO. You have to beg for it. You have to beg. You have to send the application. And mostly they will reject you. And mostly they will say no. In the case of Putin, he want to force you to join his own NATO. He is just a pure evil dictator. I'm not here to support the NATO. What the NATO have to do with me? Evil is evil. Doesn't matter who. It is NATO, it is Putin, it is Trump, it is Biden. I just made a video yesterday. Go watch it. And in the previous video, I said, well, Putin is learning from America. Trump, he signed a signature, says, give the Golan Height to Israel, as if it's his, as if he own it. Putin, he's the same. I'm going to sign a signature. I want to give this two countries their own independence. Who are you? And those two countries have no flag, and all of us, we knew that, Russia will take them. We are not here to take a side. We are here to expose all liars. Putin is not fighting for Russia. He hurt Russia right now. If Putin really cared to bring Ukrainian to be more close to Russia, he should help them in economy, prove that the government is lying to them, that we are Russian, we really love you. Give them a discount in gas price, oil price, do anything to help them. Give them a scholarship in your university. Yesterday, I mentioned a president who was previous president, and I thought he is the one who was the puppy of Russia, and I was wrong in the previous video I made. But think about it. Instead of forcing a president on the people, who they knew he don't present them, what about do the smart thing? Yesterday, someone said, do you know that the CIA is behind the revolution against the president? Okay, do the same. Don't you have your own KGB? Why you don't own the heart of the people by helping them, showing them that Russia cares for them, and then they will say, you know what, we don't want the NATO, we want Russia. Make them love you. Oppressing and oppression will bring hatred, and you will lose. And now who in the world is going to love the Russian army after today? Gorgo saying, you cannot talk about the Nazi regime in Ukraine. As the president, he is from a Jewish family. As I understand that he is originally a Jew. So how he is the Nazi? And today I heard that Putin, who is accusing the Ukrainian to be Nazi, he just bombed a Jewish center. How they are Nazi? What does that mean? Can you tell us? Okay, I want you to tell me what they did to make them Nazi, brother. Gorgo, what they did to make them Nazi. If you go in Ukraine, you will find people from around the world. The easiest country to get a visa in is Ukraine. There's no visa, actually. People come from around the world. My friend Gorgo, how many African refugees they live in Russia right now? Can you give me, brother? I'm waiting for your answer. Because you are not Nazi. Very funny, very silly. And I will go with you now. Let us say they are Nazi. So now you are saying, if you are Nazi, we attack you. What a scumbag. But the Nazi is the one who attacked, not the one who did not attack. You are Nazi, okay? You are a kafir. This is Islamic mentality. Very sick. Very sick, very garbage. So they make you the devil, and now we have to kill the devil. And to kill the devil, we have to kill the people with him. It's cocaine, just like Ukraine president. Hey, Marco, my friend, as long you are talking about cocaine, do you like me to give you some report about the Russian mafia selling cocaine all over Europe? And they are sponsored by the Ramazan, what is his name, Ramazan? I mean, look, your best friend is the biggest drug dealer in the world. And you are talking about cocaine, a drug addict? Who is your best friend? What he do for a living exactly? This is love, brother. If we search right now for Kadyrov and drug dealing and weapon smuggling and human and sex trafficking, what we will get? Look the love. Look at the love, brother. That's love. That's get closer. Get closer. Come on, get closer. What a puppy. All the friends of Putin, they are the most corrupt, false people ever. Let us count the friends of Putin and the friends of USA. Shall we? I mean, Americans, they have corrupt friends too. We have to be honest about that. But the funny is that every single friend of Putin is a drug dealer, a criminal. Europe become the money laundering machine for the Russian billionaires. Can somebody tell me where those billions coming from in a country like Russia? How many cars this guy he have in his house? Collection of cars, the most expensive cars. Did you see the yacht of Putin? Putin, he make an average of $100,000 a year. This is after he become a president, brother. Let me search for the let me search for Putin yacht. This is one of the things he owned. This is not everything he owned. I mean, if you spend all this money in a boat for fishing, so what the guy he have for fun? So let us search for Putin yacht. I mean, the guy is a very decent guy. You know, you Ukrainian are fascist. Putin is going to fix everything. He will fix your enemy, your economy, sorry. He will make you rich. Drugs will be so cheap in the street. Kadyrov will bring drugs as much as you want. You say drugs, drugs will be there in 2 seconds. We will make drugs delivery even by drone. Brother, Putin, he was saving money since he was a child. And finally, he was able to buy a very inexpensive yacht. I mean, it's you. If you have 100,000 salary a year, you can buy this one. It just take maybe 40 years, 50 years. Let us search what is the price of this yacht, just to do a little calculation. It is 270 feet long, very small, very small. It cost $100 million. Not much. I mean, I thought really it's expensive. It's just $100 million. Hold on. So Putin, he make $100,000 a month. Sorry, a year. Let me use the calculator, which is made by the Arab. I don't want like to use Western. They are racist. We are not racist. So I want to divide 100 million. 100,000. I mean, obviously Putin, he got it from his salary. Look, listen, brother. It's very easy. If we divide 100 million 100,000, we will find that Putin never, ever was a thief. And the funny, Putin, he claimed that he is the one who was going after the corrupt ones in Russia. Hey, brothers, I decided to buy cheap yacht for fishing. It's true that in, you know, like, and by the way, if you know somebody, I can buy the ocean too, because in order to have a yacht, I need an ocean. If we can buy the ocean with the boat, that would be good. So I want something very cheap, you know, because, you know, $100 million, $100 million, $110 million is okay. Listen carefully. 100 million and 125 $125, I cannot afford it. I mean, do you see how Putin is so decent? Where did he get this money from? Sal Jones saying, do you think president he have no investment? Sal Jones, I want to learn from you. Can you tell me how you can make $100,000, $100 million? And this is just the money he have in the boat, you know? When people, they put that in the garage, this is the garage money. This is the money in the garage. The boat is just for fun. So if his boat is $100 million, how much money he have? Do you think that president have no investment? No, for sure they have investment. Putin, he have $10. He took it. He bought stock market. Okay? And then second day, they become 10 million. The day after, they became 20 million. And you know, the chicken lay eggs. Do you want Putin out of Syria? I want everybody out of any country. Why not? You know, why he have to stay there? Is it this is his country? Do you want Putin out of Syria? Yeah, I want him to be out of Syria. He come to fight terrorists, right? Is that why he is there? So if the terrorists are gone, is Putin going to leave? I will shave my 2,500-foot beard, if he will. Just wait. Actually, they made the president of Syria sign an agreement of renting a bases, 2 bases, for 99 years. Have you ever heard of a rent like this? 99 years? He will not leave. And if the Syrian ever try to go against him, he will do the same as he did in Ukraine. What happens if he goes now? Oh, don't worry. What will happen? Somebody else would jump. My friend, Putin is not doing a favor to anyone in Syria. He is doing a favor to his own. He wanted a base in Syria, priceless location. He is not helping the Syrian. Those people, they don't do things for free. The same as the American, they don't do things for free. When the American, they take a base in Saudi Arabia, they want the Saudi to pay for it. There's nothing for free. The stupid ones is the only one who think that those leaders are doing ethical stuff in those countries. Ethic does not exist here. Jeff Bezos, he made 300. Okay, so guys, the ultimate farmer is a smart. I think it's a lady. Just to go how people think. I don't know. Sometimes you ask yourself how people think. Jeff Bezos, he made 300K into 185 billion. But he know how he made them. He made a company, the company grow, and you know, and the 300,000 when he start with is like 300 million now. Maybe 30 million. But you know how he did? He is not an employee who his salary is $100,000 a year. As long as you are a government employee, that means your salary is fixed. That's it. And you are actually not allowed even to make investment. When you are in a government position, you are not allowed, especially if you are president. When Trump, he became a president, they brought him at like a huge papers to sign that he take away all the privilege from his business. He cannot connect his business to being president. He cannot take advantage of the stock market, knowing what the stock market will be today, because he can make one sign or one signature, and that can affect the stock market. How Putin, he made the $100,000 into billions. What the investment he did? He owned Amazon. If this is, he claimed that the only income he have is his salary. How salary like this can become a yacht, and this is only the taxi for fun? You people are being hypocrite. You see, when we speak, we say the truth as it is. It doesn't matter who is the ugly one. When USA do ugly stuff, we say USA did ugly stuff. When USA is unjust, we say USA is unjust. When the president of USA is stupid, we make fun of him. So why you are not expecting us to make fun of Putin, a criminal? How come when we make fun of Putin, you laugh at us? We make fun of Biden, you laugh at him. Hypocrites. How come Biden did not sign like Trump with regard to his son's crimes in Ukraine? Well, I do not know about his son's crimes in Ukraine, but obviously his son is corrupt. But I don't know what the crime is beside corruption. Biden did not kill anybody in Ukraine, neither his son. If there is some corrupt people in Ukraine, they give him a salary so they can get the advantage of his father being a president. That is not even a problem of USA. This is something USA can deal with it by Justice Department. And media in USA, they're trying their best to expose him. If you go right now and search Hunter Biden scandals, you will see 99% of it is coming from American media. At least in USA, you can speak against the president. In Russia, anyone who speaks against the president, he will be in jail. He just shot a radio station just yesterday. Here we go. I am in America. I make fun of Biden every day. I'm still talking. Nobody arrested me. Mackie, she's saying, I like it when people, they justify an act of murder. And this is justify of an act of murder. So our friend here, I don't know how to say her name, she's saying, please research the globalist and who they worship. They are Luciferian and work through Ukraine. They are supporting Ukraine the hardest. I don't want to be on the same as them. Okay, you see, if we assume that what you said is true, and we assume that this is a fact, and the globalist, I went to Ukraine, and I assure you, nobody knows even what the word you are talking about is. Ukrainian, in general, 90, maybe 5%, they are farmers. They are poor. They have no idea what are you talking about. So now, let us say, the president and the people around him is a globalist, as you said, which might be a big lie, but I will go with it. So now, because there's 5% or 2% in Ukraine, they are a globalist, we are going to kill all Ukrainian, brother. So, Mac Cali Rose, so tomorrow, if we heard that your president in your country, he is supported by the globalist, we are going to invade you, okay? And we are going to throw bombs on your roof. And sister, because they are Luciferian, we have to bomb your house, and your hospital, and your school, and your airport. And not to forget too, we will make all of you run to the neighbors' countries. Do you see the stupidity of people? Do you see the evil actually? This is evil. They demonize you in order to justify a murder. Based on what you are saying, well, now we should attack and kill anyone who is a globalist. But is a globalist is an idea? Is it an army by itself? Why you don't attack USA then? Why Putin don't go? Why he go to the little ones? Why don't go to the boss? You know, do you think I'm a globalist too? Because sometimes I look like a globe. What do you think about Zionists attack Palestine civilian when Isra Miraj? Okay, Zionists, they did that, brother. I don't know, those Zionists, Fernando, they remind me of a Prophet Muhammad when he attacked the Jews and he burned their houses and even their trees, and he killed every single one of their men. Do you believe it, brother? The Zionists, they did that, brother. They did that, brother. The Zionists, they did that in Palestine. Brother. This is Prophet Muhammad, brother. His other nickname is Putin, Muhammad Putin. Not only he killed the Jews, he burned even their trees. And brother, let me ask you, the Muslims, the one you call in Palestine, how they come there, brother? If you ask them, what is your citizenship? They say, we are Arab. When the first time the Arab arrived there? Zionist. They took the land of the Arab. I am an Arab. This is not our land. That the one who built Jerusalem is David and Solomon. Shall I show you? So why they are there, brother? How this has became their house? Baytul Maqdis, brother, Aqsa and Mi'raj. This is the temple of the Jews. Muhammad, he saw a dream that he's riding a mule, flying a mule, and then he landed there. And that make it their land. The Zionist, brother. The Zionist. The Zionist, brother. The Zionist. Let us see, according to Muhammad, who built the Zionist house. Oh. The gang of Putin. Read with me. This Aqsa, you call it mosque, belong to who? According to Muhammad. According to who? According to Muhammad. Brother, Prophet Muhammad said, it was narrated by Abdullah ibn Amr that the Prophet of Allah said, when Sulaiman, which means Solomon, the son of David, finished building Baytul Maqdis. Okay, so he is the one who finished the building Baytul Maqdis. Why you are saying they are attacking them there? This is their house. It is you who's attacking them there. Why you are there? Imagine if the Jews now enter the Kaaba, what the Muslim will do? Hypocrite people. It was Russia who destroyed ISIS and Caliphate, not US. Okay, no problem. So now, because they fight ISIS in Syria, that make them legitimate to kill the Ukrainian? Hey, brother, I fought ISIS in Syria, and that gave me a license to kill you in Ukraine. I mean, what kind of a stupid logic is that? You become the same as ISIS. ISIS is a terrifying terror group. What they do, they use violence to impose their belief and idea. But isn't it exactly what Putin is doing now? Isn't it? Isn't it now he's imposing his belief and idea, and even his government on a country who don't want him? This is what ISIS is. So now we get rid of ISIS, Islamic ISIS, and then we get Putin ISIS? What's your brain? Oh, you don't have one, sorry. You remind me of, you know, when I went to the doctor, he says to me, I told him, I think I have a heart problem. He did not get the point. So he started putting those things like in my chest, and he said, I could not even find your heart. It's not even beating. I said, well, this is the problem. I don't have a heart. He was looking for an hour. Like, where is the heart? Where is the heart? Where is the heart? Even he put it there in my belly bomb. I said, don't go there, man. He's not listening. I said, I have a problem with my heart. I did not say I have heart. He was looking for it. So now, because Putin, he fought terrorists in Syria, and by the way, he fought terrorists in Syria because he was terrified of the brigade, which is Russian terrorists. They would go back to Russia and they would bring their terror into Russia. So he was fighting the Russian terrorists who will come back to Russia later. The same as the Chinese. They have Igor, whatever you call them, a big, huge brigade of suicide bombers in Syria. So he was not really fighting. He was not doing a charity work. Christian Prince is fan of CNN news. Yeah, I watch CNN every day. Exactly. Yeah. You know what CNN mean? Do you know? I mean, here you see how corrupt people are.